Hey everyone, you're turning into the America's Got Talent. Ooh, yeah. Hey everyone, you're turning in. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Hey everyone, you're tuning into the America's Got Talent After Show, Season 4 Finals, you guys. You don't want to miss it. Is it not Season 4?
You are here with us at AfterBuzz TV with Season 12 of the finale of America's Got Talent. You don't want to miss it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin. Everybody, lose control. Let's get up.
Welcome everybody to the America's Got Talent After Show. My name is Anissa Barr with the lovely ladies with me. We are missing Danny and we will, so sad that she's not here with us, but she's here with us in spirit. It is the finale season of America's Got Talent. Round 1 tonight. Tomorrow we get to see who is the winner, the $1 million winner, who goes to Vegas, who we get to probably go see in Vegas. To my left, we have the beautiful Liza. Liza, tell everybody where they could find you.
Oh, okay. Well, you can find me on Instagram at liza.ruben. And that's about it. Where can I find you?
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Tori_Broussard.
And you can find me at Anissa Barr with 3 R's on Twitter. Wow, so we had an amazing turnout today.
Crazy.
Crazy.
As Mel B likes to say.
As Mel B's like to say.
Crazy as her hair.
Just like everybody on the panel likes to say, you're going to win it. I think you're going to win it. You think we're going to win? They're going to win it, guys. They're going to win it.
Yeah.
So first act we were able to see was Della, I cannot say their name.
Yeah, they need to rebrand. I'm calling it right now.
They did amazing stunts. They sang with I Could See Them Coming in the Air. I don't know the song of it, but it was a beautiful performance. It kind of reminded me of like they were in the ocean with so much rain in the ocean. They're trying to figure out what to do. But the performance of it was really like out there. So much dives, so much this and that. What'd you guys think?
It was interesting. They had like slides that were also like half pipes. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's cool. I've seen it before. I think it's too much like Cirque du Soleil. It was really cool. I'm going to say the coordination of it was amazing. I mean, these people really have to think of the tricks that they're doing and moving the props by themselves. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were fun to watch. I've definitely seen this kind of thing before, but they were cool.
I don't think Liza is giving them enough credit because I thought their performance was mesmerizing. They were super artistic. I think, honestly, I thought it was their best performance yet. You know, like, I stared at them the whole time just thinking about what I would look like doing that.
What would you look like doing that?
I don't really know.
You could do that. You're a gymnast.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I'm a former gymnast. But gymnasts are but gymnasts are a little stiff. And I've always been told, like, I even took dance classes to kind of like loosen me up in my flow routines, and like gymnastics, you're like super sharp, and they're like graceful and
They are pretty
elegant and pretty, and not me.
So do you guys think that they have the chance of winning this?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Liza doesn't agree
I
with me,
don't.
but I think so.
Listen, I think that there are a lot of more wow factors that we have in this competition thus far. I think we saw a lot of them return tonight. They're great. They're amazing, but it's like,
Yeah.
cool.
So pretty much we've been seeing the same thing over and over again, but with different props.
I agree. Maybe it's their performance this time was their best one yet. And it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's exciting, but I've seen it before.
But you've seen that with all the performers.
Not entirely. There are some that are different.
We'll get there when we get there. But no, I think that I have to agree with Liza here. They are doing the same thing over and over again. But also they do have that potential chance of going to Vegas or even traveling and doing this across the world, which is great. But also what I think is they're just, like, I feel like the promo behind it when they first came out, it was like, yes, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing that. They're hyping them. So they're hyping them. And then when we get to the performance, they're giving us what we expect, what we don't expect. You know, it's not like...
Yeah.
What we did. But you know what? We'll see. It's America's vote. We'll see what we got. So the next person we have is Eva Claire. Danny mentioned last week that her father had passed away. And she sang an emotional song, beautiful background. I forgot who sings the names of the song, but you got it, Liza?
Yes, I do. It's it is "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong.
That's right,
Yes.
and that is a hard song. We did discuss that. It's a hard song.
It is hard. It's a hard song.
Yeah.
Simon's put it in really great terms. I think it was a great tribute to her father, and I really do respect her for coming this far, for really pushing hard. I would be a wreck. So props to her for growing out and going through. And I think it's what her dad would have wanted her to do. Story aside, I think the judges were being really obviously careful in what they were saying thought-wise, which is understandable.
Right.
But I don't know. For me, it was a little stiff and a little bit high-pitched. To be completely honest, and I'm sorry if you think I'm insensitive, we speak the truth on this panel. I'm really surprised that she has made it this far.
Right.
You know your friend that tries to sing in the room and like tries to get you to notice them, and in your head you're like, I really don't want to acknowledge them because they're not a good. That's kind of like how I feel with her.
Dang.
I'm sorry. That was a lot of shade. That was a lot of shade.
We're going hard tonight.
It was a lot of shade. Does she have a better voice than I do? Of course she does. Again, I really do respect her, and I'm so proud of her for going this far. And, you know, this is such a wonderful experience that she'll always get to think of her dad because, you know, I think, you know, he was obviously with her the first time she tried out. And do I think she's going to win? Probably not.
Yeah.
But that's just my thought. What do you think?
No, I absolutely agree. She was very stiff, and every time I think about her, I just get this like image in my head because that's what she was doing. Like her arm was super stiff. It barely moved. Her eyes were closed the whole time. I was bored.
Yeah.
Maybe because she was just so nervous to do it.
Maybe. And I don't think that was a song for her.
No.
Like, I
Yeah.
totally get why she did it, but that did not, like, show, like, her full talent, I believe. I just think it was way out of her
Right.
range, and I don't really think many people can cover that song, so.
No,
Yeah.
not even, like, probably the greatest singers in the world can cover that type of song.
Right.
But also, I think what the judges were doing was they're trying to be very nice
And
about
mindful.
it. They didn't want to be so harsh about her
Yes.
because of this
Right.
incident.
And she's 12,
And
right?
She's
right.
12.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that, but okay, this is it for me, and I don't mean to be insensitive, but then you have yourself in a position where it's like you're kind of stuck because you don't want to send someone home because of their backstory, you know, and then they go further and further, and it's like, well, what are you going to do? You can't make them win the entire competition because
of their background.
yeah.
Well, that's exactly like what you said. You have to separate the story from the talent.
Yeah.
You can have a great story, but not that great of a talent. And
Right.
vice versa.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's true.
right. You're right. And I think that she has potential of singing but not winning. She has the talent of
Yeah.
singing. She can go and do singing competitions on a Disney Channel. I mean, hey, if you want to be a Disney star, you kind of have to sing anyways.
That's
so
true.
there you
right.
go.
You got to be a triple threat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
think that would be good for her. Being on Radio Disney would be good for her. Just if they had
I can see that.
90s Nickelodeon, she could probably hit it with
90s
those two.
Nickelodeon.
You know, all that.
Please, she's like 15. She doesn't even know what the 90s is. Okay.
She's 12. But yeah. So,
Yeah, okay, 12, even more 12.
Right. So next act, we have somebody that we all probably love to watch is Preacher Lawson. He did a comedy act, which, well, I liked it, but I think that he went too long on one part.
Can you give us?
Wait, yeah.
Can you give us an impression?
No,
Please
I
give us a
can't.
reaction.
No, I can't.
He looked like a dead ant standing up.
I thought he was like.
He looked like someone on drugs. I mean, rightfully, he was.
I really thought like
That's
for
what
a
he
second.
was going for.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, for a second, I thought, okay, this is hilarious. When he's gonna stop? But then I'm just like, wait, is he really okay? Like I thought, legit something is happening, and why isn't nobody doing anything?
I thought Simon was honestly gonna like give him an X, and
yeah.
I literally thought he was gonna be like, "Burr," like. Okay, I love Preacher, and like regardless of this, like he could probably just sit there and I would laugh at him, just because he has that energy and that charisma. He's like truly the guy that walks into a room and you're like, I want to talk to that guy,
Right.
You know. So I think he really has that going for him. But I was just like, this is weird. I'm uncomfortable, but like I still love you. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Marry me.
It was not his best performance. I'm not like a huge fan
Oh.
of Preacher Lawson, but he is funny. He has a ton of energy, and I'll smile
Yeah.
during his performance. I probably won't laugh the whole time, but
You
I
just-
wanted more of a variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just did not care for that.
That's
that
true.
Homeless naked story.
Well, it's true. I said to you guys when we were watching, and I was like, he had like weeks to come up with this, and this is what he came up with.
Yeah, and I think he's mentioned he said it before, like he's done this joke before.
And it was so
And did
short.
people laugh? Preacher?
Apparent, unless it was the sound effects.
Laugh track. But you know what? Simon, I forgot who said it. Either Simon or Hal. No, Simon was like, if you don't get a call within like the next 8 to 9 weeks
yeah.
with a job, I'll be so surprised. And like that made me kind of think about it. And I don't know if I see him in stand-up per se, live stand-up, but I could really see him in a movie, in a comedy movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
Acting. Preacher Lawson, if you're listening, acting is the way to go.
We found it for
Yeah,
you.
we did. And I think that, well, what I thought was Simon was going to say, if you're not in this place in 8 weeks, I would sign you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't say
Anissa,
you're
would
not
you
gonna-
sign him?
If I was, heck yeah. I would be like, okay.
No, Liza would.
I would
sign him.
literally
I would.
sign him, figure it out, be like, all right, have a connection. If I have connections and he's that talented, heck yeah. I mean, where
Yeah.
do you think, when that one comedian, Jacob, when Nick Cannon was on, he was a comedian, and now that comedian Jacob is on Wow Now with Nick Cannon.
That's true. You never honestly
So.
know what kind of attention you're going to get. I mean,
Yeah.
no press is bad press, am I right? So,
Well,
I don't know.
Liza. No.
Well, no, I really do think he's going to go far. Do I see him winning? I love him, though.
Yeah.
I'll sign you to hang out with me every day.
Well, he's got to look for Mel B.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, that's your competition, Liza.
That's true. I can't pull off that hair, though, so. Not
You
even
don't want
gonna
blue
try.
hair, purple hair?
Troll, like, isn't my style.
I was going to say more like,
so-
like Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loop troll, glitter bomb, fairy, whatever it is.
But what I liked about how he mentioned, he reminds me of Charlie Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
Little awkward, but Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah,
Mel
because
B was right
I for
there.
sure thought she was going to mention something about that.
Right. So I think that he has a lot of potential in this industry, as we call it, the industry. But moving on to the industry, we have the sole survivor of pretty much this competition, Kechi. She's just, God, that voice. I felt like I was watching a live performance at a concert. And I think it's because of like
her concert.
Yeah,
you said that earlier.
Her concert. Like, I literally feel like I'm watching her own concert. And that's not somebody we get to see all the time by just visualing that we are there. So what do you guys think?
I love her. I really do. And her dress was fabulous, by the way. But she, to me, just seems like she has so much more power behind her voice, but she's just not giving it to us. And I want to hear it. Yeah. Like, I really do. Every time I hear it, I'm like, okay, it's coming. And then it doesn't come. And I get disappointed.
Yeah, it's like waiting for it. And then you're just, But I will tell you, I really feel like she's progressed through this season. When I first saw her,
I like with her confidence?
Her confidence, but also her voice. I mean, I don't know if she's like secretly taking voice lessons behind the scenes, but I mean, I'm all for that. I just every single performance has gotten that much better. And I don't know tonight if it was the backup singers they had, but I thought she sounded amazing.
Yeah, so did I. I have to agree with you on that. I think it was the backup singers that helped her in a way to boost up her voice, but also we know she has talent, but I wouldn't be surprised if she went out of her way to go get singing lessons. That is a smart idea to do. Yeah. Because if nobody else is doing that, then just look what happened. I mean, look what happened to all the singers if they weren't doing that.
I don't think that's like cheating per se. I mean, if you have a good voice, you have a good voice. You can only practice and make it that much better.
Exactly.
So I thought tonight she was great. Yeah.
What do you think with her career after this ends? Where do you think her career is going to go?
I think
that's a good question.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really hard with singers, just because you have to bring so much stage presence, because the only thing a lot of them are relying on is their voice. And I think, oh man.
I mean, I think she could do it. She kind of reminds me, like when you were talking about stage presence, she kind of reminds me of an Adele in the sense of, Adele has a very powerful voice, which basically might as well be her stage presence. But, like, she's not dancing. She's not, she's not really putting on a show. Her voice is just that dominant that it becomes the show. Right. Do I think she could do that? Absolutely.
Yeah. And why not? Because if you really think about it, a lot of singers from back then are not dancers, like Aretha Franklin. Like, she didn't really dance during her performances. Adele obviously doesn't dance, but just her stage presence alone gives her that ability to be freaking known just as her voice. Yeah. Because you don't need dance skills. You don't need this and that skills.
Well, some people do. If they don't have that charisma.
Well,
I'm sitting there being like,
like your men in uniform. I forgot what act they were. Oh, yeah.
They are the kings of charisma.
Just because they stand and sing with their suits, right?
Yeah. Don't you have a man in uniform? I do. Men.
I'm not gonna lie. Uniforms make men a lot more attractive. Some, yes, yes.
Not for me.
Yes, they do.
For us.
We'll
take them.
Yeah, I can take them. Not for me. Because I see muscle men every single week on TV.
Where? Where are you going? I'm not
her wrestling matches.
I watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Girl, I see that all the time, so I'm just all right, whatever.
That's true. True.
Just saying.
Wow. Hashtag just saying.
So we got pretty much the next act who I said is going to win the damn competition since day one, Miss Darci Lynne. My gosh, this was a fun performance. During her story on the back end, a lot of people were sending her videos, personal videos. Some girls send her a video from all the way from Spain that she's learning how to do this act, and just how amazing someone can inspire you. Doesn't matter how old you are. Somebody out there inspired you to do what you're doing, and being able to be at that age to do two puppets and sing,
and two different distinct voices.
Exactly.
Like high, one was really high pitched, and the other one was just kind of
raspy.
Yeah.
Voice. And what I loved about this is I liked the comedy that she always brings, the background of the music, the background of the stage performance, just and just the way she likes to interact with the judges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is a cool performance. She brought out Oscar and I can never
Petunia.
say her name.
Petunia.
I can never say her name, but yeah.
Petunia.
The diva and the shy boy who loves Mel B. Another person you have to be for Preacher.
Oh, you're
because Mel B's getting.
I know. It's okay. Mel B and Simon don't get along, and I'll take Simon. So.
Did y'all catch that joke that she said?
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
She always literally leaves me speechless. She's so talented. If she won out, hands down, like I would be happy and excited for her.
Yeah.
But I
She's
have
amazing.
no words, like speechless.
Exactly. And she sang a Beatles song. So, well, kind of. They all weren't singing, but two of them out of the Beatles were singing the song, and she killed it. Because singing if you're John Lennon or anybody else in the Beatles, you could sing, and it's going to be a hard song to sing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard to sing their type of music because it's so different, and the different tones of their voices. So, what do you guys think about her interacting with the Muppets and the judges?
The Muppets and the puppets.
I don't know.
Which ones are the Muppets? No, I'm just
The
kidding.
Muppets, the puppets.
I think it's really interesting with her because with her, she's one of those acts that you really have no idea what they're gonna bring, which I think always keeps you on your feet. Like Anissa and I were saying before when we were watching, we literally thought that she was gonna make them both sing at the exact same time because she's just shown us so much talent. We're like, she for sure could do that. I'm sure she still could find a way to make it happen. I also love her because I think she's branded very well. Because I think, how old is she?
12.
Okay, so she's 12, but Howie was saying that it really brings him back to his childhood because he saw that kind of comedy being performed on, late night sketch shows that he used to watch. And so I think it's so cool that she's kind of going back to old school. You would sit there and I don't know, like elementary school and people would do puppet shows for you. But she kind of brought that back to life, and it brought me back to my childhood, how he was able to resonate with it, and she covered a Beatles song so well. So
Exactly. I think with what she's able to do, and I like that she brought Oscar, who brought her to the semifinals, and Petunia, who literally got her the golden buzzer.
Petunia.
So
Petunia. Petunia.
The white fairy bunny, who's a diva.
She's a diva.
Diva.
Yes.
Yeah, and I like that different characters of her puppets have a story and a background. So I like that part, how nervous she made Oscar look, and just the way, just the presence of her. And it's you cannot say any negativity about her.
Yeah.
At all. There's nothing, you cannot say anything bad about her because she's that damn good.
Yeah. No, she's amazing.
Yeah, and I really hope that she does win this, even though we all kind of wish kids shouldn't win the show. But at the end of the day, look where it's coming down to.
Right.
Kids. And here we go. What about you? What do you think?
Sorry, I got distracted because Danny asked what was going on with Mel B's hair tonight.
Yeah.
I said troll vibes.
Oh, yeah. Danny's in the chat?
Yeah, Danny's in the chat.
We got Danny in the chat. Whoop, whoop. Hey. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, we have Brent Brown. Always a reg. Hi, Wayne Good. Everyone is so fun.
Everyone's fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, chat's gonna be fun. But what did you think about her performance, with her interacting with the judges as well as the puppets actually interacting with each other?
No, I liked it. I thought it was smart on her part, and I thought that obviously held the judge's attention even more. I mean, if somebody was, keeping me, talking about me in their performance, of course I'm going to love them. That's exactly what you need to do, and she did it. And I love her. And like I said, she leaves me speechless. I just want her to win.
What did you guys think in the chat? What do you think about her? Because we want to know, because she has a special gift. Also, I want to ask you guys.
Wayne Good, or Goody, how you pronounce your last name? He said, I think she could have a career as a voice actor, singer for animated films.
hell yeah.
I 100% agree, Wayne.
Agree.
100%.
Of course, in animation or cartoons.
Brent said that Darci has a huge fan base, which is critical in the finals to bring in the votes.
That's true. I think at some point it is a popularity contest.
Yeah. Well, what do you, and is it Angelica?
He also said it was her best
Angelica
performance.
versus her at the end.
Angelica versus her.
Darci all the way.
Yeah, Darci, of course.
Definitely Darci.
But I want this question I want to ask you, ladies, is who do you think she's going to bring next for tomorrow's night finale? Like, who do you think she's going to bring up as her puppet?
Ooh.
New puppet.
Is it going to be a new puppet, or do you think she's going to do triple threat and do 3?
I was thinking that. I was like,
no, I think she's going to join in. I think she's going to do a, what's it called when you have 3 people and sing at the same time?
Yeah, triple threat. No. Yeah?
I want to say a quartet, but that's 4.
Oh.
I don't know.
A duo. Triple duo. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I think she's going to do that.
You do 3. Her, because she hasn't sang since, but her alone since for
the
a
beginning.
while.
Okay. Because that was her audition.
Yeah.
She made a duet with Petunia.
Yeah. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys think that she's going to bring a next puppet in, or is she going to join in like Liza believes? Because Liza believes that she's going to do it, and we hope that it is true.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Because we like to, because this is something that I like about her. She does bring her puppets, but also she brings her obviously her singing voice, and that we want to be able to see. Yeah, we know she has a talent to sing with these puppets, but also it's fun to see her interact as well.
It is. I don't know. Singing. I don't know if I would be as big of a fan if she was just singing.
Okay.
Like, I really don't. I think that's what makes her.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think she's an amazing voice, but I think you do have a point. I think she literally took it that much further by bringing, the ventriloquism into her act. Mm-hmm. I think it's just something special and that you don't really see every day and people want to see more of, so.
Yeah.
Wayne says that he thinks she will sing.
Yeah. I think so too, Wayne.
So our next act, we have Simon's Golden Buzzer.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wayne said that Shania Twain is a guest and Darci is a country music fan, so perhaps she will sing with her. I hope that happens because I am a huge fan of Shania Twain, so...
That don't impress me much.
Right?
Well, that does impress me.
There she goes. There she goes.
There she goes again. That 90s song. Sorry, just love it. So our next act, we have Simon's Golden Buzzer, Mandy, who sang. She is, as we know, she's deaf, but has a freaking killer voice. Yeah. Beautiful voice. She speaks about how she one time fell down the stairs and just couldn't feel anything, which is so sad. Like how can you, I don't even want to imagine that. But she came out, and I believe she sang an original song, because I don't, with her ukulele. Her ukulele. But
that's what she calls it.
The way she sang, I was telling Liza earlier that this reminds me of very folk genre, like a genre of folk music, which I'm totally cool with that. But I just want to know where is she gonna go from here, because a lot of people know, not trying to be mean, but we don't think she's gonna make it because there's already stars. Mm-hmm. She's okay, she is a star, but she doesn't have that America's Got Talent star power to win these votes.
I think out of every singer thus far, I would listen to her. Mm-hmm. Just because I love that folk vibe. I can honestly see it on my Spotify list. It makes me think of Florence and the Machines, which we've said so much before.
Yeah.
And I think there's such an audience. Not only that, but she also has the power to give that music. I think if she signed during her performances, like she did tonight, it would be amazing. Because then, the people that she can really identify with can listen to her.
Right.
And, well, I guess see her. So... Yeah. I don't know. I loved it.
You kind of, while you mentioned that, I literally just popped in my head right now that I do want to see her, instead of using a guitar, or I want to see her singing, but also using sign language as she sings.
She wasn't signing tonight.
No.
Was she? No, she wasn't.
Oh, no. She wasn't signing
But
tonight.
she did.
Yes. She did
in her last performance, right?
Yeah, I think in one of them she did.
But I want to see more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Because
I put her in the category with Tori Kelly.
Okay.
Like, she's somebody that I have on my Spotify, that I play over and over on Pandora.
Yeah.
Is she the next big star? No, but because of her story, which I know we were talking about earlier, separating the story from the talent, but there's something special about her story.
Yeah.
No, but I'm sorry. She has talent. That's not an easy thing to do. To
Yeah,
literally feel the
absolutely.
vibration and
No, it
Like-
really isn't.
learn how to. She literally like retaught herself how to speak and how to sing through vibrations. That's talent.
Yeah, and what I liked about this is when Simon said, you've never heard of a Taylor Swift, you've never heard of an Adele, but your voice is that strong
Yeah.
that she's on that level.
But so relevant too.
Yeah.
Like it was interesting. What he pointed out was because she literally can't hear this music that defines this generation, yet the music that she makes slides right in there.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
What I also want to add, I think I forgot who I told. I was talking to, I think you earlier. I'm surprised she doesn't have like an ear piece.
Like a hearing
Like a
aid?
I
hearing
don't know
aid,
if
yeah.
she doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
That's what I'm interested in. I'm like, I'm just wondering. I know they're very expensive. I know they are, but that's something that I wish and I hope one day she's able to have, so she can hear how good she could sing, literally her own voice, because that is like something that's like a gift from heavens above.
Definitely.
Anybody in the chat that is talking about any interesting?
Brent Brown said folk pop,
Folk
which
pop.
we
That's-
love. Yeah.
That's it.
Thanks.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, Brent. You're such
You're
a
always in
loyal
the chat.
fan.
Very loyal. You love it. So there's the final act
Yes.
that we all were probably like, what? About?
I mean, hands down, it was the coolest
Yeah,
act.
it was the coolest. It was the bee's knees. It was the
was.
bee's knees.
It
And we
was.
had Light Balance. They need to change their name.
Yeah, their name doesn't sound as cool as their acts looked.
Like
Right,
that. I know it's kind of a nerdy name. Like light balance. Like you really don't like expect that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like New Balance, is that?
Yeah, it does sound like New Balance.
the shoe.
It does sound like New Balance. Not that those are nerdy. They're making a comeback, but like
They are nerdy.
they made a huge comeback recently.
I
With
thought they were
athleisure.
just running shoes, so I bought some.
I mean they are.
I think they are. Yeah,
yeah.
they are.
They
They
are.
are.
Well, there we go. So they, holy moly, because I can't say anything else, but they did a sick ass performance tonight. I think this was their best one yet.
Y'all, Anissa loves them.
Oh, I love
She
them.
always talks about them.
Oh yeah, I always talk about them. But I literally think this is their best act yet. They did a light around like a circle of lights. Someone was ripped apart.
Yeah, it was like
Danced
just the
back
legs.
together.
Yeah,
It was crazy. I don't like. How did they not bump into each other?
exactly.
That's what I'm wondering the entire time.
And do they just like, so, you know, the guy that was cut in half. So do
Right.
they just turn the lights from
They
his waist
must
up
have
off?
it
Yeah,
coordinated.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had like a mirror background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like it was just so much happening that you were like pretty much speechless.
Yeah. I want to like turn on the lights and look at the set that they built and like see how it works.
Like at Disneyland. When
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
was literally just about to say that. Yes, like when you're in Space Mountain and they turn on the light, like I want them to turn on the light so bad. Like I want the ride to break and me like be inside and look at
right?
everything.
And then but it doesn't give you. Then it just
I know.
ruins the
Then it
whole
ruins
thing.
the illusion. It's like magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that these guys are Vegas material. But at this point, I don't think they're gonna win. I think Darci.
Anissa,
I
you
know.
love them, and you don't think they're gonna
Wow.
win?
I think it's Darci.
Wow, like she just went skirt.
Yeah.
In the other
So, like,
direction.
would it go Darci and then Light Balance?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, I don't just don't care
interesting.
about anybody else. But like, yeah.
Truth
Yeah.
thrown. Yeah.
I don't know. I think they have a really good chance at winning.
No, I'm gonna say it. I think they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're my
Like
winner.
out of nowhere, they're gonna win.
No,
I mean,
nowhere.
I think it'll be close between Light Balance and Darci for sure.
I think it's gonna be close between Angelica. I think Angelica is gonna be up there, and Light Balance for sure is gonna be up there, and Darci as well. I don't know. I'm calling it right now. I think it's Light Balance.
Well, Brent also says that Light Balance is a ready-made Vegas.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they're already made.
Act.
Yeah, they are already made, and if they don't win, they're already gonna head to Vegas anyways.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, none of these people
They don't
I'm
need to win the
worried
show.
about.
You don't need to win the show. That's what I'm saying. You're not
Exactly.
gonna win.
I'm not
Don't
worried
need
about
to.
any of these
You're
people's
already a
career.
winner, Light Balance. You're already a winner.
They are. New Balance. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I'm not worried about
Light
anyone
Balance.
else's career. They have a huge platform and they get a huge following by going on this show. But I think they're gonna win it.
I would actually pay to see Light
Same.
Balance. I like
no, I
Darci, and I would pay to see her, but I would rather pay to see Light Balance.
Right.
Yeah, if I was in
Darci.
Vegas and someone asked me if I wanted to go see Darci, I think I'd spend that money on a drink because those are so expensive in Vegas.
Right.
But I mean, that's just me.
But
You see where your
but
priorities
that's the
lie in
thing.
life.
Like
Or buffet.
what they did with Grace last year, she didn't really have her own show in Vegas. She only did
That's true.
one show, one act, and then she pretty much went to Radio Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I feel with when they do Darci is like she's 12, and you actually mentioned if she wins, that's college fund right there.
Yeah, literally put in her college fund.
But I was even saying if Darci wins, she should create a school and teach people how to do this.
yeah, ventriloquist school. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
that would be freaking
Actually, that's a
amazing.
really good idea.
Yeah. I mean, she has the talent for it. She did it on her own.
I'm sure
Why not
people
teach
would
people
pay.
do it? Especially
Yeah.
if people are sending her videos trying to do this. She could probably do social media. Obviously, is powerful these days. She could do online teaching.
could.
She could do in-house teaching. Crazy.
Brent gave
so
us
many options.
his top three.
What is his top 3?
He said one is Darci.
Okay.
He put Angelica at number 2 before Light Balance, which he has at number 3. Which honestly, Brent, I'm a little shocked. Really? Angelica, number 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Angelica.
Wade says, I think it's Darci for first and Angelica for
No.
second. Really?
A lot of Darci
Again?
fans.
Light
Okay.
Balance and Mandy Harvey will be third or fourth and
I can see that. I can see that.
Just don't
Okay.
bet your money on that because you might lose.
Don't
really
put $1
though,
million
Angelica
on
as second. Can you guys tell me why you put Angelica for number 2? Because I want to know. I do not.
Do
agree
you
with
want
that.
her to win?
No. No. Yes, I don't want Angelica to win, but I think it's interesting that they both put Angelica before Light Balance.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it because
I
she's
agree.
young?
She's got the cuteness factor.
Yeah.
No, she's not that cute. I just don't.
Leave it to Anissa to speak her mind.
I just don't like kids. Maybe that's just me.
Don't get me wrong. She's amazing, but
Super
I
talented.
need more.
No, yeah, she is talented, but I mean, I'm not gonna pay to see
How
her.
old is she? Like what, 9?
She's 9, I think.
Yeah.
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 Sit down.
No, if I want to go see a child sing, I'll just kid on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like that.
But I do think Angelica is another person who could go to Disney. For
Yeah.
sure.
Really?
Go be a little sister on.
I don't know any
some
Disney
shit.
shows.
I don't know any Disney show these days.
I don't either.
I stopped after
Hannah
he
Montana.
literally Hannah Montana and Wizard were in the place.
Okay, thanks, Wayne. He said that Angelica has a huge fan base because of her involvement with her charity.
What charity?
I think it's the Miracle Network.
Oh,
Okay, that's fair. And Brent, Angelica is the best singer, and she has a huge following. So she's going to win because she has a huge following.
well,
that
I have
kinda sucks,
I'm part of a
honestly.
charity.
Yeah, she's part of a charity.
I'm part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I honestly wish it didn't even depend on following. I mean, doesn't it? I don't know.
Really?
I guess it's like the more social media followers, the more votes you have because they'll call in. But
I mean, a group like Light Balance can have a
Yeah.
huge social media following as well.
Right. And you know what? Going to talk about a little bit. We did miss a few acts because we didn't have enough time to do all of them because this is the finale and this was like a 2-hour event.
I know so much. to talk
So
about.
much stuff to talk about. We know I forgot the lady with the dogs, but she would perform tonight.
Sarah and
her-
Hero.
yeah, her,
I love them.
they were. But if you want to keep joining us with this conversation, some of us. Well, actually, I will be. Maybe you be. Maybe you be. Maybe Danny will be doing live chatting on America's Got Talent final tomorrow. We get to see who wins the $1 million money and get to go to Vegas. And hopefully, it's people we like. Hopefully, it's people you like. And if you want to join us in the chat, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Tori_Broussard.
And before we go, are you going to do any other shows this week?
Starting in October. Oh yeah, this is the God. I will be doing Shondaland News on Monday night, starting next month on October 9th.
Liza.
Well, you can find me on the gram at liza.ruben. Stay tuned for more shows. Got to figure out my schedule. It's getting a little busy with work and everything, but I will be back. Have no fear.
Woohoo! And you could, Danny's going to be doing the voice that's coming up, so please watch Danny doing the voice here on AfterBuzz TV. Follow her at Danny Gollum on every social media site you can find. And I'm Anissa Barr. I'm going to be evolving, so tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Total Bellas after show if you like wrestling. Woo. And I'm changing my name because that's how you do it in the wrestling industry. So, thank you for joining our season finale of America's Got Talent. We're going to miss you guys. We'll see you next summer. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.